Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the pathways and the eligibility criteria of different countries in which you can work as a specialist GP after completing the MRCGP International. If you haven't seen my Instagram video where I have given a very brief and basic introduction as well as the benefits of MRCGP International, then I would recommend to watch that video before proceeding with this one. You can find the link to that video in my description. Okay, so since November 2023, the RCGP website states that after completing MRCGP International, we can work as a specialist GP in the UK itself by applying through the portfolio pathway. The portfolio pathway basically requires an evidence that shows your competency in 13 different capabilities, which is equivalent to the standard required of a GP in the UK. The steps to apply via the portfolio pathway are simple. First, you have to take the English test, and then you make a GMC account online, which is free, and you start your application. Remember that for this pathway, you do not require PLAB because you've already taken the MRCGP International, so you are exempted from the PLAB. What happens once your application is accepted? You're issued a GMC license and your name is registered in the GP register. And now you can work in the UK as a specialized GP, but in a private setting. To be able to work in the NHS, you have to enroll yourself in the International Induction Program, IIP. It is a 6-month work-based assessment, after which you take an MCQ exam. And once you clear that exam, your name is registered in the NHS as a specialized GP as well. This is the list of 13 capabilities which they require from you to be able to work as a specialized GP in the UK. Detailed explanation of these capabilities and the application process can be found at the RCGP official website. I have mentioned the link in the description of this video. Since March 2023, MRCGP International is also recognized in Australia. To be able to work as a specialist GP in Australia, you have to apply through the PEP pathway, which is Practice Experience Pathway. Once your application is accepted, you have to find a job to work under supervision for 6 months. You finish the work-based assessment, and after 6 months, you can take the FRACGP exams. If you clear the FRCGP exam, then you can work as an independent GP in Australia. MRCGP International is also recognized in UAE. However, to be able to work in UAE as a specialist, you need to have 3 years of clinical experience after clearing the MRCGP International. Also, if someone holds a GMC license after the portfolio pathway from the UK, which we have discussed earlier, and has 5 years of clinical experience, then they can work straight as a consultant in UAE. To be able to work in Saudi Arabia after MRCGP International, you need to have 4 years of clinical experience. However, if you have clinical experience from an accredited training center in Saudi Arabia itself, then 2 years of clinical experience is enough to be able to work in that country. We can also work in Kuwait as a specialist family physician after clearing MRCGP International. However, the MRCGP International should be done from the Kuwaiti Board of Family Medicine itself. For Qatar, to work as a specialist GP, you have to provide an evidence that you have done a structured training program in family medicine, which is minimum of 3 years. In Egypt, you can work as a specialist after 10 years of clinical experience. You can also work in Pakistan after MRCGP International. It is equivalent to MCPS Pakistan. So these were some countries where I found that we can work as a specialist GP after MRCGP International. Remember that all this information was after searching from different resources, websites, and videos. There might be more to it, but this is the maximum I could gather. The next video I'm going to make for you is that how to apply for MRCGP International and in which countries you can take the exams. Stay tuned for it. If you liked the video, then do press the thumbs up button and share it with your friends who might be interested in taking the MRCGP International, and don't forget to follow me. Thank you. Have a great day.